Hey, welcome back. We're coming to a close of the month, which is just mind-boggling to me to think that we're almost done with October. But yeah, today is number 25, and the prompt was Buddy. So with this one, I kind of already had a preconceived idea of what I wanted to do for today. I wanted to do kind of this little boy, little being a relative term, maybe more like middle school or uh, early high school, but this kind of this concept that this boy can like either perceive or see ghosts, kind of a thing, and these ghosts can provide him with abilities and powers and stuff. And so we'll obviously get more into that, into his backstory and powers and abilities, but it was kind of odd because like I initially wanted to draw him in his like superhero form, or like one of these spirits or ghosts have like possessed him, giving him his superhero look or something. But obviously I wanted to keep it more in tune with the actual prompt and show like a buddy, these two things coinciding or being sidekicks, I guess, in superhero terms. So I kind of stuck with obviously just showing our young protagonist here with a fellow buddy of his, and so. But like I even thought about like redrawing just his superhero form and then just kind of showing it at the end. But due to time, I haven't had the ability to do that. I may do that later on. I'll just go in and do one of these mornings that I'm doing my quick sketching or drawing exercise. Just do this hero finally, but it was a fun one. I enjoyed it. There's once again, I had a lot of fun with like the backstory and the powers and abilities kind of a thing, and so. But yeah, it not a whole lot. Just kind of going in with just the inking process and shading and stuff. But yeah, not a whole lot with this one. Just kind of a it. I kind of already had in mind what I wanted to do, and it. One of the things though I did do is there's like a little mark that's you can see on the boy's sweatshirt, and then obviously on the ghost on his chest there. There's just kind of this mark that interconnects these two people together, enabling them to do their you know co-possession kind of a thing is what I'm calling it, and giving them the powers and abilities. So I had actually drawn a hero years ago called Bald Boy, and this would have been back in like 2015, maybe 2016. It would have been 2015. I had done like another little exercise where I had it was over 100 days, but I had to come up with a new superhero every day, with powers and abilities. And that's where this one kind of stemmed from, was doing superheroes, because it's actually really difficult to dream up a superhero, with a backstory and powers and abilities and keeping them unique and naming them and all that kind of stuff. And but anyway, story for another day. But Bald Boy also has like this same little emblem where it's kind of like an odd looking Y, and so and I'd actually gotten it from my dad. My dad had designed something similar to this that for one of his superheroes or uh, Dungeons and Dragons characters. I don't remember exactly what, but it's very similar to this, not exactly. And I had gotten this mark because I had seen a picture of when I was young. I was like one of the first times I went trick or treating. My costume was I was like a little mage or wizard, and there was just this emblem that my dad had made. And it isn't exactly what I've drawn here. It's very similar, but yeah, it was just that. And then I had like this pumpkin that I used to collect candy and excuse me, getting a little tired, but yeah, so I incorporated that into the design of this as well. So yeah, just adding in. It looks like I'm just adding in. Oh yeah, the rim lighting for the characters here and stuff. Got the background going and all the good stuff. So, but yeah, we'll soon get into the backstory and powers of these characters as I wrap up here. I think I'm about done. Yeah, just adding the last little bit on the characters, and yep, there I'm finished. So yeah, once again, today was date number 25, and the prompt was Buddy. So I did kind of more of a sidekick superhero kind of a thing. So, but let's get into the backstory. So Smith Jones went to Uh, oh, sorry. Let me start over here. I was misreading the wrong thing. So the heroes kind of a thing is called the twins. Is just what I called them. But so the backstory. Smith Jones went a majority of his early life unaware that he had a twin. While attending middle school at the Brentwood West campus, he got injured in PE and went to the nurse's office. While there, he felt a little dizzy, so as a precaution, his parents came and got him and took him to the hospital for further examination. While there, he had overheard the doctor mention that he still bore an odd mark from his twin. While on their way home, Smith became a little upset that his parents never told him that he had a twin, or that he himself was a twin. They finally confessed that yes, he had a twin brother that had passed away a few days after they were born, um, and that an odd mark appeared both of the boys after Smith's brother had passed away. Smith, being the curious boy that he was, researched this mark to see if there was anyone else that had had it. He found that the mark bore a striking resemblance to an ancient religious mark, and that if one spoke a sacred incantation, they would receive holy protection. So, obviously, being a teenager or an early adolescent adult, there, he just was like, well, what can this hurt? And so, of course, he spoke the word, and his mark began to glow. Then he all of a sudden could see his dead brother as a spirit. So it like broke a veil, or his eyes now could see his twin brother who had passed away, and he was now, obviously a spirit or a ghost. So these two boys began to realize that the mark that bound them together provided them with abilities and powers. So let's dive into the powers and abilities that these two brothers have. So, due to the unique link between these two brothers, they have discovered that the spirit brother has the ability to alter Smith's physical form in superhuman ways. So, when the spirit brother possesses Smith, he can alter his physical form and do different things that allow both of them to be superheroes. So, through co-possession, the spirit of the dead twin can provide Smith with super strength, extreme durability, the ability to fly, and the ability to phase through solid objects, like a ghost can. He can also manipulate spiritual energies into powerful force blasts. So these are just a few of the powers and abilities that, when they do this co-possession kind of a thing, that these brothers can achieve. So these twins have also aided Soulpunk in battles against the Dream Eater and his forces, showing that obviously the combined powers of these twins are very significant and powerful, and that they have the ability to go up against some pretty bad named villains. So, but once again, thanks for joining us this day for day number 25, and the prompt was twins, or no, sorry, not twins, but buddies, or buddy, I guess was what it was. And yeah, the superhero was the twins, and yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow for pretty much the last, what, 6 days, 5 to 6 days of the Inktober doodle off, or Inktober, as I guess is what they call it. So we'll catch you tomorrow.